If you buff Z'ir and then it becomes general, can he still be dispelled? I don't think so. That's a good question, actually. Is a Divine Bonded Z'ir dispellable? I'm also not sure how it works with artifact transfer. So maybe we should quickly sandbox that. I'm really curious about that. Wait, they conceded? That's sad. There were so many memes. Yeah, that was a nice game, have mind. Z'ir test. We play Ada Masters so that we don't have to wait as long for the right cards. Divine Bond. I'm also curious if an Aegis barriered Grandmaster Z'ir cannot be targeted by spells after you kill yourself. So we play Flame, Blood to kill ourselves faster. Tempest. How else can you kill yourself? Dreamgazer. Which also makes us go through the deck faster to find Z'ir, Aegis, Divine Bond. We have to check if you can dispel it, right? So we need a spell that targets generals, that might target generals, to check if you, because this targets tiles, so this can always hit you. I mean, we do play it to check if you can dispel Divine Bond. Does Linar have something that just targets the enemy general, or at least general or minion? No. So I guess we have to make a second deck with Songhai for Phoenix Fires and stuff. Oh yeah, artifact transfer. We have to check how that works. What else? Azurehorn Shaman buff. It's probably not any different from Orin Nexus, right? What else do we need to test with Z'ir? Yeah, I had a very interesting question and I asked it to SoloFit, but even he didn't know because, you know, he played so much Fatigue Linar with Z'ir's. I wonder what happens if you have 2 health with your general and a Z'ir on board, and then you take fatigue damage twice. So you are drawing 2 cards, but you don't have 2 cards. Then do you take both hits with a general die and then go into Z'ir? Or will Z'ir take the second hit and have 10 health? Can we check that somehow? I would really like to test that. That will be so boring for you guys. Let's rechat a bit first. He didn't let me finish with Rook and memes. Sad, right? I asked my opponent and asked myself, how do I play any of this? How are they playing any of this? Was it against me, Harpu? We had a game like that. Pretty sure, yes, you will be a 7-12 general that cannot be targeted, and yes, it's dispellable. But if it's... But it's not dispellable by Siphon Energy, right? Well, also because it's a general. What was the other things we need to test? Yeah, the fatigue question is interesting. If the fatigue damage is split, yes or no? I guess more cycle. So that the testing is not as long. I'm probably just gonna spend a lot of time on making the testing not long. So this is Z'ir test, and now we need something that can target generals. So Phoenix Fires and Spiral Techniques. And they also need to play Dispel to check. Is there then anything else we need to put in Songhai, or we don't care about anything else? I can't think of anything that we care about, so we just do random shit. I guess we should put low cost things to empty the hand. Oh yeah, we do have to kill the opponent somewhat fast, right? I mean, it doesn't matter, right? Yeah, we do need to find Z'ir Aegis, so I'll just keep this. Yeah, we need that as well. We need to empty the hand a bit, but we need these two cards, so... Oh, we have Divine Bond as well. We need to kill this general at some point, so... more self-kill is fine. We also need Artifact. Next turn we can play Z'ir. Okay. We need to die. How do we kill it? Oh, we also need this Dispel, that's nice. What the fuck am I doing? We'll just wait a turn, I guess. Oh yeah, I have to Divine Bond this before I die. Maybe I also need to buff its health. But health and attack should totally work the same, right? It's now spell immune and buffed. Is that all we need? Oh no, we also need Artifact. I think now we're testing everything, right? I will wait for chat to confirm. If you Lionheart blessing the Z'ir. Oh fuck. I think we have to find a new Lionheart blessing, because that's a very interesting question. I can't replace this. Oh, we can now also test this. This doesn't matter. We will put on another artifact. That's interesting, somewhat. We'll play this so that we can find Linear Blessing faster. Damn, that's cool actually. Z'ir or a Nexus. Hey, we got Linear Blessing, nice. When this deals damage, draw a card. Zeal. You're always in Zeal with your general, right? Your general is Zeal, so yeah, that's kind of interesting. So now we can kill ourselves, right? I will check chat again. There was a bug with Vindicator in original source code that it was a 3/3 not nearby only. That it was a 3/3 not nearby only. What, really? How long was that there? I've never seen that. You mean that if you summon it in a box around it in a 3/3 area, but not next to the Vindicator, it still gets rush? How long was that in the game? What happens if you have 2 Z'irs? How is priority decided? That's also a good question. I have seen it in a game I've played. I'm pretty sure it's just the first. No, but I've also. Jay and I were very confused about that. So maybe we should just test that as well. We're doing this anyway, right? So we can very clearly see which is the second one. Let's see in which one we go. Might as well test that. So do we just kill ourselves now? I will still wait a little bit for chat to confirm that we're testing everything. Unless you mean its most original form Vindicated, this used to be a 2/3 in early alpha. I know that in early alpha, Vindicator also rushed out everything in a turn. You could play 6 minions next to it, and they would all have rush in that turn. But I didn't know about the 3/3 box. It's counted its own space too. Oh, so so you mean you summon Vindicator, then you run away 2 spaces, and then the space where it used to be would still give rush? Do you mean that? Or you mean or the above other Z'ir too? Oldest played or newest played? Yeah, that's a good question. Looks good to me. Whichever hits the board first will take priority. Nearby to me means all 8 adjacent squares. But I mean, giving rush to the place where Vindicator is standing doesn't really matter, right? Because the Vindicator indeed has rush. But not all 9 squares. Yeah, it is weird that nearby meant this thing too. It shouldn't be like that, but I guess I have a question before we kill ourselves. Why should we buff the older Z'ir too? What are we testing with that? Yeah, that's how it survived. Yeah, that is weird, but you wouldn't ever be able to see it in game, right? You want to see fatigue, right? Yeah, we'll do the fatigue thing too, but we have one more Z'ir to do that with, and we will definitely see see the Z'ir because we're going to fatigue. That flame blood won't kill your guy, by the way. You have armor on. Oh, good point. So I guess I have to play flame blood and hit something. I can just hit this thing. But one way the bug manifests itself is that if you Mirage Master a Vinny, then it gives itself rush as it's 1 per turn. I think that's still there. There was something... I saw something in Fate's stream with Mirage Master. Yeah. That still happens, Bladden. I saw that on Fate's stream only yesterday or something, that he Mirage Master Vindicator, or how did it work again? And then the minion someone next to it didn't have rush, because the Mirage Master 1/1 was given rush instead. Oh, if that's still there, that's bad. Yeah, you should message Fate on Discord. There was something with that yesterday, that Mirage Master Vindicator didn't really work as I thought it would work. But Fate was like, oh, it makes sense, actually, the 1/1 gets rush. To test the dispel if you become the unbuffed Z'ir. Oh, but if you dispel Z'ir, you don't die. You don't go to another Z'ir. I already know that for sure. Sounds like it was the programming workaround they initially did for it. It's fun to discover code and things like that. Yeah. Scientist lizard. So I guess we can kill ourselves. Artifact. My artifacts are gone. Artifacts don't get transferred. That's so sad. I want Z'ir to be good. It's a fun card. Bladden, can we change this? Can we transfer artifacts? Okay, now we'll test if we draw a card with Lion's Blessing. Nope. So Zeal doesn't work like Spaghetti Code's Vindicator. Zeal is actually nearby your general and not on the square of the general itself. Are you writing this down, Bladden? Okay, I think that's it. Aegis Barrier. Oh, not a valid target. That's so cool. Oh, that's really cool. If only also artifacts transferred, it will be really cool, right? I mean, this is already really cool that you can make a general that cannot be spiral techniqued. But I think Void Pulse would still work, right? Because you don't actually target anything. Man, do we really have to test all this shit with Void Pulse now? Yeah, Void Pulse doesn't actually target, right? So it's just like Sunbloom and Chromatic Cold and Ghost Lightning. Is this thing Aegis Barrier? No. Let's check if it gets... Now we already know it will get hit by Ghost Lightning, right? Oh, we have it right here. Huh? Wait, what? Is this our general? I'm confused now. I can't Aegis Barrier this. We became the last played Z'ir? So now we have to test everything again. Right? We have to test everything again. I'm so confused. 12 health. We are this year. The last one you played is the one you become. Yeah, so that's why Jay and I were confused. Jay also thought the one you play first is the one you become. No, we don't have to do everything again. We just kill off this year, right? I think that's all we need to do. $18. So the buffs are not gone. Wait, fuck. I should have equipped a fucking artifact. Okay, we will do that with the last year. With the last year, we also have to test fatigue. So we're gonna do it with this one. Because this has a weird interaction with fatigue, right? It will not work. Because it will not be tested properly because the first 2 fatigue damage will be blocked by Regalia. So we will do it with the Sunstone Bracers. I'm confused now. Let's first check if we can target this general. Yep, that's nice. It's still... oh yeah, we should check the Lion's Blessing. We are still immune to spells, even now that we actually are Z'ir. We still have the buffs, both health and attack. So now we check if we draw cards from Lion's Blessing. Yeah, we do! It's Spaghetti Code, like Vindicator. This is also Zeal. Huh? What the fuck? I've never seen this pop up. Are we testing everything now? How do you get this holy immolation pop up? Right, mouse click, that's why. Oh, this is cool. Was this always in Duelyst? If this was always in Duelyst, then I've played a lot of games, you know, in this game, and this is the first time I see this. Has this always been in the game, or is this Dream Slot work? Let's re-chat first. Aegis Barrier surely doesn't stop void balls. You can shroud him since it targets the space. I think so too, Kaor, but we will test it though. I think I missed a lot of stuff actually. I have to go more up. Teleporting armor. Nice, that's cool. Thank you for testing that. So they do, yeah, but we still have to retest that, as we now know. The Zeal makes sense, except it doesn't make sense. Now we know, Harpo, that it's also like Vindicator. If there's any difference between going from General to Z'ir versus from Z'ir to Z'ir, that really shouldn't matter. I mean, again, because of Spaghetti Goat, maybe it does matter. Maybe you're right, but it should be coded that this is just your General now. Because General presumably emits the Zeal aura and is never able to be within it. Yeah, it makes sense, but the game doesn't. I wouldn't have guessed that one. Don't forget the spell. I will indeed do that. H-Bear surely does stop void bosses. That's why I said buff others here too. I should have listened. The Z'ir switch is random. Are you sure it's random though, Harpo? Isn't it just the last one played? I guess we will check with the third Z'ir. I was so sure it was oldest. Yeah, I thought so too, and Jay also thought that, but we saw that in a game between Jay and Solofit. If you die now, you become true big Z'ir then, right? Yes, that's what we did. There should be a clear indicator of which unit on board is in general. I would confuse as the enemy in this situation. Lol. Yeah, especially if both Z'irs are not buffed, then you don't know which one it is. Maybe that's also something to write down, Platinum. I think that's a good suggestion. That after you go, well, maybe that's a lot of work for such an edge case. But if you have two Z'irs, it would definitely be nice to show which one you are. Well, the artifacts were tested already, right? Didn't matter which one you went to. Oh, I guess you're right. Yeah, the artifacts just got destroyed. Yeah. If there was a small simple animation, the plate overhead to show the players who is now the general. Yeah, that would be a good way to solve it. Then you don't have to code too much. Only a generation, an animation, right? Maybe that's more work though. I don't know. Yeah, that's disgusting, right? The Lionheart's Blessing. That's fucking cool. I think maybe after this we will make a Z'ir meme deck where we just try to build the biggest Z'ir, the most OP Z'ir. Suddenly somewhat cool now. I thought Z'ir was always the coolest card in Lionheart. Giving me a headache. Some deep spaghetti. Zeza did it? What did Zeza do? Lionheart Blessing Z'ir? So what, all the cards might work similar to Vindicator in Z'ir chat. There are shenanigans to be had. Tooltip says Minion versus General, by the way. Oh yeah, true. By the way, Blatham, is this new? Did you guys do this, or was this always in Duelyst? Because if it's new, I think there should be a way to make people aware that you can right-click the cards. Because it might be useful. Coolest card liner is a pretty low bar. True. Liner is very boring. That to Shroud though. No, you don't die to Shroud. That I already know for sure. But what I don't know if is Shroud gets rid of the buffs. I love when step 1 of the meme deck is die. Yes, the card info is new. Zessa did it. Oh, that's what you meant with Zessa did it. Oh, that's really cool. Well, good job, Zessa. Good morning, Crazed. We are testing very weird Z'ir things. So, in case you just came in, if you Lionheart Blessing Z'ir and you become Z'ir, you draw a card with a general when you attack. Also, Aegis Barrier works. You cannot be Spiral Techniqued. And Divine Bond and Aura Nexus also stay. But artifacts, they disappear. Artifacts disappear when you switch to a Z'ir, unfortunately. And we're still gonna test what this spell exactly does. It is locally shocking how many CCG's deck builds I've played that don't have a way to look at keywords like that. Yeah, true. They usually... Maybe that's why CCGs are not that popular, because they're kind of hard to get into, right? They're not that intuitive. They're big nerd stuff. Oh yeah, I want to find the last Z'ir for Fatigue. Oh, there we go. We have to go into Fatigue, so we just play cards. This is so cool. Let's play cards. Oh, I can't Shroud anymore. Well, we have to go into Fatigue anyway. Actually, Songhai doesn't need to go into Fatigue, only we do. I can't play discard though, because it fucks with my fatigue. Can we play this already? Yes, right? We just need to go to exactly 2 HP and take 2 fatigue damage. We have to plan that perfectly. I mean, this thing has to be on 2 HP. Okay, so now we'll test Shroud. Maybe we just die. I'm a bit worried that we can't test the fatigue thing when we Shroud. We have 8 bonus health, so we don't die if it dispels everything. Okay, let's see. Yeah, it does dispel everything. So that FeelsWeirdMan. Now I don't want to build a Lionheart Blessing General, Aegis Barrier, Lionheart Blessing General anymore. At least only this Lightbender and Chromatic Cold will do this. Siphon Energy can't target generals. So I guess we have to play Duelyst and stuff to bait dispels. So we can do this now, right? Yeah. We can't do it yet because we might have to Tempest ourselves to go to fatigue. We can buff this thing, right? I can't kill the opposing general, so. Does this draw a card? That's also nice to test. No, so Immo is not damage the minion does. It's spell damage. Makes sense. Pass. Actually, we need to watch out a bit because we need to take 2 damage. Maybe I think I'll just refill then. Okay, so how do we do this? We play 1 card this turn. Yeah, we play 1 card this turn, and then after that we play 2 cards. And we need to be at 2 HP. Wait, I have to check which cards I have, because they all do damage to myself. And I can't play the Arclight Regalias. Oh yeah, this plus this does 5. So now we should check. Does Z'ir... Oh fuck, I killed the fucking Songhai! Oh, that's so annoying. Why am I such an idiot? Let's read chat first before we test this. I'm probably waking up people in the building. It's 1 AM here, and I'm screaming. Even the devs don't know how everything works. That was especially true at CPG. They didn't even play the game. It's back. What is back? This Euphoria. Please, no one is gonna think to dispel your journal. Okay, sleep. Good night. Thank you for stream. No problem. Let them sleep well. Wait, I didn't type in time. No, you were seeing it. Combi assembly required. You saw me killing the Songhai general. I outplayed myself. Yeah. This doesn't matter. Songhai doesn't matter now. We do have to do some damage to me. And I guess it's nice to find Lionheart Blessing so that we can speed up things. Oh, we got the Lionheart Blessing and the Z'ir, that's nice. We need some low attack minion to poke him with, actually with the Lionheart Blessing. Oh, we got this thing. We have to watch out not to kill this guy again. I think we're gonna kill this guy again. We have too many. We're not gonna hit with this anymore. Man, fatigue sure takes long when you're not playing a real game. We only have these guys left. Okay, also this. Let's just pass. Okay. This card we can never play because of how it fucks with stuff. Watch out. We fucked ourselves. We have to do this all over, right? Why? I guess we'll just test it with arc lights. We just keep switching these. Actually, this is interesting to test too. We can test if we are immune to fatigue. Can you be immune to fatigue? So I guess I'm happy I misplayed the sandbox test. Is double arc light immunity to fatigue? Oh, it just hits through Regalia, so we don't have to replay this. Because it ignores Regalia. Fatigue ignores Regalia. This is good to remember. So now we're gonna draw two cards, so we can test now what it does. Does it do 2 damage then to Z'ir? Or does it take both hits? It takes both hits. Minion, general. Oh, this is why. General. Yeah. Yeah, the animation is also here when I equip. Okay. We found out everything we need to know. Fatigue goes to Regalia. And you take both fatigue hits. Z'ir stays at 12 health, even though it should kind of take 2. I think it would make sense. Z'ir is such a weird but really cool card.